Good morning. Welcome to Wendy Hill Kennel. So this is the 26th of October. We're close to the end of the month. So I have some good news and bad news for you guys on Nikki's litter. So this morning we brought down the 2 remaining puppies. So out of 6 puppies, she has laid on 4. I'm about ready to wring her neck. But you know what? It happens. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you can watch them like a hawk. We did save the little Merle once when we found him underneath of her. I found him, went out to count puppies before I went to bed, and he was completely underneath of her. These 2 are doing fine. I'm not going to do microchip numbers on them or anything. We are still waiting to make sure they can get to 2 weeks old. So I'm not going to put anything on the internet about them until they hit 2 weeks old and eyes are open, because we don't know the results of what we're going to have at the end of this. They may meet their demise with mom, but at this point, I think this one's pretty much safe. It's the smaller one out of the 2 that may not do well. So I know there are several people on this list. I've talked to a couple of them. I have not talked to all of you. So what I'd like you to do is, if you could, when you have time, give me a call at your convenience, because I know many people work and it's hard for me to hit somebody at the right time. So I'm really open this week. The only thing I have this week is a vet appointment on Friday. And I think that's at 3:45 in the afternoon. So other than that, I'm pretty much available all week long until 9 o'clock in the evenings. So if you want to give me a call, that would be great. I do have one more litter of toys coming. And I'll be glad to tell you what we've got coming. If you want off the list permanently, that's fine. I totally understand. Just give me a call, and then that way we can decide what you want to do. These are both boys. So one of them is a Merle, one of them is an all black, and I think he's an all black. We did go ahead and do tails and dew claws. Nope, he has a little teeny tiny white spot on his chest, I guess. So I know. He's very, very active. This little guy is sound asleep. He says, "Oh, don't bother me." He's a beautiful little Merle. He's got a big white chest. He's got really nice markings on his back. Ears are sealed shut completely on these guys right now, but I did notice the ear on this side is starting to get flakes all over it, which usually means those ears are starting to open. So they usually don't open until eyes open, so a week is pretty early. I anticipate eyes opening sometime between 12 and 15 days. Sometimes they pop open a little sooner than that. So I think it's way too early to think about eyes at this point. I'm just hoping we get these guys raised without mom doing them in. And sometimes mothers know if there's an issue with a puppy, but most of the time laying on it is just because they pay no attention and they lay down. And if the puppy is at the point it can't get out from under it, it doesn't last very long when mom lays on them. But these 2 so far are doing absolutely great. I know it's disappointing to everybody. After 30 years of doing this, we just kind of go with the flow. There's nothing we can do. It's a Mother Nature thing, and there's nothing different we could have done to save them other than take them away from her, and I'm not going to do that. It's very important that they get nutrition from her. Yes, we could bottle feed them, but they won't do as well as they do with mom. But like I said, I think these 2 are going to be fine. So I know everybody's been kind of holding on bated breath to see what came out of this, but when she started laying on everybody, we just decided, nah, we're not going to do anything with them until we see what the outcome is. But I wanted to get you an update, let you know what was going on. These guys were born on the 20th. So tomorrow's their 1-week birthday. They're still pretty little. And that's still young enough that mom could lay on them. Usually we say if you get them to the first week, you're good. So I'm not going to jinx myself by saying that. That's just kind of the normal thought when you've got puppies. But we're not saying that this time. So I'll keep you informed, but like I said, please give me a call. Let me know if you just went off the list completely, if you want to know what else I have coming. We do have a couple other litters coming that are not on the internet, and I'll be glad to let you know what those are. So other than that, I'm sorry we didn't have very good news today, but the good news is these two are doing great. And this is obviously going to be a little bit bigger than this guy, but so far so good. So I hope you have a great day. Please call me with questions or about what we have coming, and also know that this is very unusual. We haven't had this many puppies lost in a litter for a long time, but this has been our week for, last week was our week for calamities. Sparrow had to have a C-section. She only had one puppy. We ended up taking it away from her, and Peaches is raising it because one puppy does not do well by itself. It needs a group. It needs to learn to be social. So that puppy is now with Peaches, and we actually have an older family that the wife has Parkinson's and they lost their dog, and I think Sparrow will make them a great pet. So Sparrow is going to go live here in Mount Vernon, about 15 miles from us. So we're stretching. Yeah, we're stretching. So have a great day. I look forward to talking to you, and sorry to bring you bad news today, but the good news part out of it is these two are doing great. So have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon.